The two most important days in your life are the day you are born and the day you find out why. The secret to getting ahead is getting started. Never argue with stupid people. They will drag you down to their level and then beat you with experience. Worrying is like paying a debt you don't owe. The man who does not read has no advantage over the man who cannot read. If you tell the truth, you don't have to remember anything. Keep away from people who try to belittle your ambitions. Small people always do that, but the really great make you feel that you, too, can become great. Everyone is a moon and has a dark side which he never shows to anybody. Never allow someone to be your priority while allowing yourself to be their option. Whenever you find yourself on the side of the majority, it is time to pause and reflect. Kindness is a language which the deaf can hear and the blind can see. Reality can be beaten with enough imagination. The fear of death follows from the fear of life. A man who lives fully is prepared to die at any time. Sanity and happiness are an impossible combination. Write what you know. Anger is an acid that can do more harm to the vessel in which it is stored than to anything on which it is poured. To get the full value of joy, you must have someone to divide it with. If voting made any difference, they wouldn't let us do it. Go to heaven for the climate and hell for the company. Never tell the truth to people who are not worthy of it. If you don't read the newspaper, you're uninformed. If you read the newspaper, you're misinformed. I have never let my schooling interfere with my education. Don't go around saying the world owes you a living. The world owes you nothing. It was here first. Continuous improvement is better than delayed perfection. Travel is fatal to prejudice, bigotry, and narrow-mindedness, and many of our people need it sorely on these accounts. Broad, wholesome, charitable views of men and things cannot be acquired by vegetating in one little corner of the earth all one's lifetime. I do not fear death. I had been dead for billions and billions of years before I was born, and had not suffered the slightest inconvenience from it. Books are for people who wish they were somewhere else. I can travel halfway around the world while the truth is putting on its shoes. You can't depend on your eyes when your imagination is out of focus. Good friends, good books, and a sleepy conscience. This is the ideal life. Name the greatest of all inventors. Accident. It is better to deserve honors and not have them than to have them and not deserve them. Life is short. Break the rules. Forgive quickly. Kiss slowly. Love truly. Laugh uncontrollably. And never regret anything that made you smile. A clear conscience is the sure sign of a bad memory. I've lived through some terrible things in my life, some of which actually happened. Explore, dream, discover. Education, the path from cocky ignorance to miserable uncertainty. If it's your job to eat a frog, it's best to do it first thing in the morning. And if it's your job to eat 2 frogs, it's best to eat the biggest one first. When you fish for love, bait with your heart, not your brain. A banker is a fellow who lends you his umbrella when the sun is shining, but wants it back the minute it begins to rain. Loyalty to country always. Loyalty to government when it deserves it. God created war so that Americans would learn geography. Write without pay until somebody offers to pay. It's easier to fool people than to convince them that they have been fooled. Courage is resistance to fear, mastery of fear, not absence of fear. I have found out that there ain't no surer way to find out whether you like people or hate them than to travel with them. Get your facts first, and then you can distort them as much as you please. The secret of getting ahead is getting started. The secret of getting started is breaking your complex, overwhelming tasks into small, manageable tasks and starting on the first one. In a good book room, you feel in some mysterious way that you are absorbing the wisdom contained in all the books through your skin without even opening them. Be careful about reading health books. You may die of a misprint. Clothes make the man. Naked people have little or no influence on society. But who prays for Satan, who, in 18 centuries, has had the common humanity to pray for the one sinner that needed it most? It's better to keep your mouth shut and appear stupid than open it and remove all doubt. It ain't what you don't know that gets you into trouble. It's what you know for sure that just ain't so. When I was a boy of 14, my father was so ignorant I could hardly stand to have the old man around. But when I got to be 21, I was astonished at how much the old man had learned in 7 years. Education consists mainly of what we have unlearned. Age is an issue of mind over matter. If you don't mind, it doesn't matter. Giving up smoking is the easiest thing in the world. I know because I've done it thousands of times. They did not know it was impossible, so they did it. In the first place, God made idiots. This was for practice. Then He made school boards. Travel is fatal to prejudice, bigotry, and narrow-mindedness. History doesn't repeat itself, but it does rhyme. The best way to cheer yourself up is to try to cheer somebody else up. Just because you're taught that something's right and everyone believes it's right, it don't make it right. The trouble is not in dying for a friend, but in finding a friend worth dying for. Good decisions come from experience. Experience comes from making bad decisions. Forgiveness is the fragrance that the violet sheds on the heel that has crushed it. All you need in this life is ignorance and confidence. Then success is sure. Never put off till tomorrow what may be done day after tomorrow just as well. Success is a journey, not a destination. It requires constant effort, vigilance, and reevaluation.